Dual Cultivation, WN, Chapter 8. This is why you are still single. Immediately after washing himself, Su-yong traveled back to the training grounds where many disciples had started their training long ago. That Su-yong is back. He's really persistent with this scheme of his. What happened with those two who dared to follow him? Have they reported him yet? Haven't you heard? Not only were those two extremely satisfied, but they are also helping him by spreading high praises of his services. What? For them to act like loyal dogs trying to impress their master, what on earth did Su-yong do to them? Who knows, but when I saw Jo Zon last night, her face was full of smiles. She looked as though she was recently reborn. Hey, look over there. This disciple greets Elder Lan. The disciples greeted the beautiful woman approaching them from a distance, and walking beside her was a cute little girl with smooth skin that made her face much brighter. Senior apprentice brother Su. It was Chi Yu, and she approached him with a bright smile on her face. With the way you were running, I can assume that your legs have already healed, right? Chi Yu nodded, yes. Thanks to senior apprentice brother Su and his wonderful treatment, the pain did not appear last night, and I was able to sleep peacefully for the first time in a long time. That's good to hear. Su-yong showed her a gentle smile filled with care, causing Chi Yu to blush. The image of Su-yong sucking her thighs yesterday abruptly appeared in Chi Yu's mind. Even the sensation of his lips could be recalled very clearly, almost like it was engraved deeply within her heart. You are the one who treated her yesterday? The beautiful woman who looked to be in her 20s asked the moment she arrived in front of them. Yes. The beautiful woman, who was addressed as Elder Lan by the disciples, frowned at his calm demeanor. Su-yong, 16 years old. You have been in the sect for nearly an entire year as an outer court disciple, yet you still have no partner. Not to mention all the rumors about you being a retard and a good for nothing. How did you do it? This brat wouldn't tell me how you treated her no matter how much I asked. Su-yong glanced at Chi Yu, who became flustered after hearing Elder Lan's question, and smiled. I apologize in advance, but that is privacy between my customer and me. I am not allowed to share such information with strangers. What did you just say? Elder Lan's facial expression darkened. Do I need to remind you who you were speaking to? I am Elder Lan, the head elder of the health department for the outer court. All the injured or sick disciples within the outer court are under my administration, meaning that she is also under my care. And, Su-yang's calm demeanor remained the same despite her threatening gaze that seemed to want to swallow him whole, and he continued, what does that have anything to do with me? Why you, an arrogant brat who doesn't know how to respect his seniors. Sister Lan, stop. Chi Yu's startled cry halted Elder Lan's movement, who was seconds away from slapping Su-yong in the face without restraint. Elder Lan suppressed the anger in her stomach and took a deep breath. Chi Yu, are you sure that a stinking brat like him had healed your leg when even a seasoned doctor such as myself couldn't tell what was wrong with you? Su-yong chuckled when Elder Lan addressed herself as a seasoned doctor, which caused her glare at him. She had a feeling that he was laughing at her. Sister Lan, we didn't come here today to offend senior apprentice brother Su. We came here for his help, Chi Yu said to her in a worried tone, sounding like an elder sister. Elder Lan snorted coldly. What can a brat who isn't even half my age like him do? There is nothing an arrogant brat like him can do to help me. You are absolutely right. There is nothing I can do to help you relieve the sharp pain in your buttocks when sitting down. Go find someone else who is more experienced, someone at least twice your age. Elder Lan's eyebrows twitched uncontrollably at Su-yang's sarcastic words. See, senior apprentice brother Su is the real deal. He was able to tell that you were hurt with a single glance. You have to allow him to help you. Chi Yu's innocent words were like sharp swords stabbing Elder Lan's heart. Although she didn't want to admit it, Su-yang's insight definitely surprised her in more than one way. Even if she believes in you, I will never trust you. Let's go, Chi Yu. Elder Lan turned around and dragged Chi Yu away with her. The disciples there wondered what their relationship was. They looked like sisters, but everybody there was well aware that Elder Lan has no siblings. Sister Lan, you have been in great pain for the past few days because of your injury, even missing out on your daily cultivation. If this goes on, don't worry about me, Chi Yu. I will find a way to treat myself without the help of that Su-yong. He is only an outer court disciple whilst I am a sect elder, after all. I will lose all face if I lower myself and ask him for help. Chi Yu sighed at her stubbornness. She has known Elder Lan since she was a baby because their families had connections with each other. Although they are not real sisters, they treat each other as though they are siblings. Sister Lan, this is why you are still single. You are too prideful, and you are already 40 years old. At this rate, you will die as a single woman. Chi Yu's words nearly caused Elder Lan to cough up a mouthful of blood. You little brat, you are still too young to have a partner, let alone talk about mine. I'll have you address me as Elder Lan for the rest of the week. But. No buts. I am Elder Lan to you for the rest of the week. Chi Yu sighed. She turned her head to look at Su-yong, who was still standing there quietly and calmly. Senior apprentice brother Su, her face reddened at the sight of his face.